It's your time, yeah. Your time. Go and get it. Go and get it. It's great time, yeah. Great time. Yeah, we winning. Going up, never down. We ain't here to play around. This is ours, give me the crown.
What's up, beautiful people? I'm Erin, and this is Erin on Demand. And today is Vision Board Day. Now, it is a little bit later than I typically do my vision boards. It is almost the end of January 2025, and honestly, the biggest thing for me is making sure I get it done. I realized that some of the best years of my life, I was extremely intentional about my vision board, and I am a firm believer in doing them. I don't think there's necessarily a specific timeline in which you have to do it, but obviously the beginning of the year, it's a fresh year, new start, and just the overall new energy that comes with the new year is so nice to do a vision board. So I actually thought about a bunch of different things for this year's vision board. Y'all know, I like to mix it up. So the first year I did a vision board, it kind of was the catalyst to my channel's growth. And that vision board, I still have it, but I did it in a picture frame. And I did that picture frame vibe for a couple of years. Then a couple years ago, I actually did jumbo vision boards in our office space, and it was kind of part of the office vibe. This year, I was like, I think I want to do a vision book, and I've also done digital vision boards. The digital ones aren't really my vibe because I feel like, well, I like them for my screensaver on my phone. But outside of that, like, I don't really look at my desktop that much. Like, I always have tabs open, so I'm never like just looking at it. And I like to physically like create my vision board, and I have a whole process of it, which I will go through in this video. So this year I decided to do a push pin board. So I'm going to actually take this artwork down that is right here, which has been in the background of my videos for quite a while now. I'm actually kind of getting tired of it anyway. So I was like, that would be the perfect spot to put my vision board. I do kind of want to frame the board. Like, I will show you the material that it is. I kind of want to frame it, like put some framing around it on the wall, but we'll see. Well, that'll be a Cameron job, and we're going to see if he actually feel like doing that. So let's get into it. Now, there are a couple of things that I do like to do. Oh, wait, let me show you the board. Okay, so this is the board that I got. It's huge, but I got a lot of pictures, so hopefully I have enough to cover a good portion of the board. I will link this board on Amazon. I'll let you know if I like it by the end of this video. A couple things I like to do before I actually start doing the vision board. First thing, clear the space. I need my office or wherever I'm doing the vision board to be nice and clean. So let's do that right now.
Taking my trip to the top, ayy. You ready or not? We hitting the road and we out, ayy. We're the ones that keep dreaming. It's my time to keep seeking. Let me out and I'm feeding. It's my time and we leading. I'm hitting, I'm missing. I travel the distance. I'm living what's written. They loving the energy, fighting my enemies, seeing the difference. We're making it history. It's your time, yeah. Your time. Go and get it.
All right, now that my office is clean, I got all my photos out. I went and got them printed. I just love to take this time and actually put a real vision board together, like something tangible. I know it's an extra step to go get the photos printed, but here is the key, like the process that I go through. So the first thing I do is I write all of my goals out for the year, and I break them down between personal goals, professional or work goals, fitness and health and wellness goals, and then I try to find or curate photos that exactly represent what I want in the goal. So for example, I will use Canva, honey, because I cannot Photoshop, but I made this one. So this is one of my goals, was to hit 1,000 paid subscribers with my Substack newsletter. And so what represents the 1,000 paid is this orange little check mark that represents having 1,000 paid subscribers. So I just went ahead and put my newsletter name, and then I put the orange check mark next to it, like, baby, we already there. And so I like to have really, really specific photos. I know a lot of people like to clip out of magazines or out of, you know, just grab whatever off of Pinterest that kind of looks aesthetic. And I feel like that is more of a mood board than a vision board, because for your vision board, your imagery and whatever you put on it should be so specific to what you actually want, so that you have that emotional connection to the vision. And so if it's just random photos that you don't really care about, then it's not really going to work in the way that you probably are hoping. Another thing that I did, we want to start looking for a new house this year, but I actually grabbed photos from a designer that I really love, and I told Cameron I want her to design our next house. So even if it's not our next house, like, I want her to design a house that we buy in the future. So I put actually some of her work as one of the photos. I also really want to have an event this year, and so I put the actual photo of the venue that I want to have my event at. So just very specific. I'm really trying to make sure that this is like something I'm really attached to. And I think that's my number one piece of advice for vision boards that actually work. When I go back and look at my vision boards, especially the ones that I did like in this process, tangible, physical vision boards that I'm able to look at every single day, I noticed such a huge difference in my execution, in my life, and my overall like mindset. So that's a huge thing. Write the goals down first, then figure out what images match your goals or create them. Another thing I like to do before is pray on my goals. So I just really ask God to be like for alignment, and so that I'm aligned with his will for my life, so that, you know, yes, this is a vision board. This is what I want to see the direction of my life go in. But if you have more for me, Lord, I am open to that. Like, I am not limiting myself to this vision either, because I know that God can do way more, or he can turn my life around in a way that I haven't even imagined or dreamed or visualized. So I do think there is so much power in visualization, and I think it's even more powerful when it's aligned with you spiritually. So I'm gonna start cutting because I have quite a few pictures. I still kind of feel like this isn't enough photos though. Like, I knew this was a big board, and some of these photos are dark, so I don't even know if I'm going to use them, but we're gonna work with what we have. And if I need to go and get some more photos printed, then I will. I also like to just kind of have this be a live functioning vision board, which is why I didn't do the picture frame this year, because as things happen, I want to be able to kind of like cross them off the vision board or add things to the vision board, and it'll be really easy with this push pin board that I have. So I'm gonna get to cutting, and then I will show you, and it kind of explains some of the goals as I finish them. I mean, as I like finish the board. Oh, I forgot to mention another couple tips that I like to do when I'm doing my vision board. I like to be comfortable, but also feeling really good. So I got dressed. I'm not in sweats today. I want to show up as the version of myself I need to be in order to achieve these goals. And that is a really important thing, to be in the correct mindset while I'm doing this. Just because like these are very meaningful things, and I don't want to take this process lightly. So I highly recommend doing it in a clean space, being clean physically, feeling good, like putting something on that inspires you. I wanted to wear some color because that's one of my goals this year, is to wear more color, to live a more colorful life in general. And so I just wanted something that lifted my mood, and this little sweater just does that for me. So that is another big tip that I have if you are making your vision. All right, let's get to it.
It's going up, elevator. Top floor, big player. Top shelf, tell the waiter. A grade, I'm greater. I got a plan to do it bigger than the Beatles. Spaceship look like a regal. Big body roll up like Debo. Party over here with my people.
All right, I cut everything out. That takes the longest. Now is the fun part, my favorite, which is arranging everything on the board. And I'm not gonna really do it based on categories. I've done that before and it works, but I feel like just for the look that I'm going for, I'm just kind of gonna figure out what looks cute next to each other, I guess. So let's do it.
It's about to go down. It all starts right now.
Okay, so I realized I didn't have enough push pins. So I'm actually gonna get some more push pins and I'm gonna add my word of the year at the top. I'm gonna put a few more photos to just fill it in a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that in the morning and then I will show you the finished product. My vision board is complete. Look at her. I'm gonna walk you through some of the goals that I set for this year. And it's actually a couple days later. When I first did it, I didn't have as many photos on here, but I was like, no, I got some more printed the next day because it just wasn't full enough. So here we go. So my word of the year is elevate. I'm just really expecting to go to new levels this year. And the quote that is kind of my mantra for the year is what got you here won't get you there. I feel like it goes with my word of elevate. It's like everything has to elevate in order to get to where you're trying to go. And so I am so thankful for where I am, but it's not where I want to stay. So we got to change things up in order to get where I'm trying to go. I also added a Pilates reformer studio. I love reformer Pilates, so I want to get back into a good fitness routine. I put a picture of what looks like some friends enjoying their time. I want to prioritize connection and friendship this year. I also want to buy like a nice luxury piece of jewelry this year, so that's there. My goal is to fly first class somewhere in a pod. So, you know, we had to put a pod on there. I also want to incorporate more color into my wardrobe, but I also just really want to find my personal style this year. So I grabbed some personal style inspo. I feel like I have some somewhere else too, but I can't find it. Personal style, I want to buy a new car. My dream car is the Porsche Cayenne Coupe, so I spec'd one out and I put that one here. I actually spec'd it out exactly how I want it with like the blackberry colored seats and all the things. So that is that. I have had a tennis racket on my vision board for some years now, but this year I really want to take it seriously. I'm very committed to having a hobby, and I think I'm a little more motivated now because I really want River to play tennis. So I need to learn so that we can play together. I photoshopped, or like Canva'd, I guess you could say, my newsletter title with the bestseller Substack badge. I am going to have over 1,000 paid subscribers this year. I'm so committed to growing my newsletter. And so this orange check mark represents having over 1,000 paid subscribers. So I went ahead and just clicked that vision right into place. I am a new mom, but I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing motherhood. So that's there. We have a goal to do Christmas time at Disney with the baby. So that is on there. And I am also really stickler right now about not being late and just managing my time better, making sure that I am appreciating the time that I have and therefore being on time. So not just always running behind. So I put a clock, honey, and a never be late quote. I also have quotes on here like don't overthink it, because I get in my head a lot. Do it for your future self, because I just am really trying to prioritize delaying gratification and prioritizing my future self. There are talks of a podcast for my paid newsletter subscribers. So we are looking to make a really bomb podcast with other influencers and entrepreneurs where I get their take on life just behind the lens and behind the camera. So that's exciting. Reading 30 minutes a day is the goal. I'm not even going to say how many books because we're not even going to do that. I'm also looking to expand my top 3 brand, Simplement & Company. We have a new product actually underway. So really excited about all the things to come with that. Just prioritizing wellness and health. I got another tennis photo, another pod photo of like airplane pods. Healthy eating, less screen time. This is going to be a really fun project that we are looking to do this year. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it's called Creator Camp, and y'all, it's going to be so fun. And then I also put a venue up there that I'm excited to have an event with, or have an event there. So I put it on here because I really want to prioritize events, in-person events. I also grabbed this picture. I mean, I don't really care about rare beauty, but I do want to at least experience one brand trip this year, as well as hosting a brand trip and sprinkling in more color into my life. 500,000 followers on Instagram and prioritizing YouTube views, getting my view count up on the platform. So this is like, in a nutshell, my goals for the year. And last but not least, I have this quote that says, reject mediocrity. And to me, that really just means not being average, going above and beyond, doing the work that it takes to be excellent without excuses, and just, you know, striving to be more than mediocre. So I am really excited for this year. I think it's going to be so good. We still have dreams. We still have plans of hitting $1 million in a year. So that series is still going, or that journey I'm still on. And we're going to pick that series back up because we've got a lot in store. We've got a lot of work to do in order to hit that goal. So the vision is clear. The vision has been made plain, and we are excited to put some dates on the calendar and actually get everything in motion. So super excited, loving my vision board. I'm so glad I took that random piece of art down. It was nice while it was here for the last couple of years, but I'm like, you know, I really, first of all, got kind of tired of it in the background of my videos, but I really just wanted to have something that inspired me on a daily basis, taking up so much real estate in my office. So I'm thinking about framing this out. Let me know what you guys think about that idea, because I just feel like it'll look a lot more complete, like a real piece of art, and then I can just swap out the photos when I want, or like use it for whatever, honestly. So I will link this board because this board is so good. I love it. It's the perfect color. It's nice and neutral, and it kind of has like an aesthetic look and feel to it. So I'll link that for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this vision board video. Let me know if you made your vision board already for 2025, or for however long you want this vision to, you know, come to pass. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.